Today we go over Star Wars Episode 9, the final film of the Skywalker saga and the sequel trilogy alike. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now with Episode 9, of course, currently in the works and being filmed over in the UK, after that, it's said to film over in Italy, Sicily, and yes, even Guilin, China, and maybe even Jordan. Now, aside from all of that, these past couple of weeks, we've been learning a whole lot more about the final installment of this trilogy that will indeed bring a return of the Jedi Master, Luke Skywalker, being portrayed by Mark Hamill. Now, what's really interesting is what Mark Hamill had to say on Twitter, and a picture that he posted that could very well reveal his potential new look in Episode 9, either as a Force ghost or in the form of a flashback in the living form. So this is what Mark Hamill had to say on Twitter. Now he says this: "I've always loved the irony of America celebrating Labor Day by not working. Speaking of irony, I'm posting this a day early cause at the moment I'm not in the good old USA tomorrow. Wait for it, in parentheses, I have to go to work. Love, Mark Hamill." Now the picture that he posted, which will be linked below in the description and in the comments section, please do go ahead and check it out. His whole entire beard was completely shaved off just a day before he will begin work on Star Wars Episode 9, which also lines directly up with what we were talking about these past couple of months about Mark Hamill starting to do scenes on set with either Daisy Ridley and or Adam Driver for Episode 9 come this September to October and even, yes, November. So Mark Hamill will be doing a handful of scenes here and there. Now, the fact that he shaved his beard a day before filming, what does this mean? Now, could this very well mean that a Force ghost can make itself appear in, a younger version of itself, as we actually saw this happen at the very end of Return of the Jedi, where George Lucas decided to add in the Hayden Christensen version, I believe it was on the Blu-ray of Return of the Jedi. So maybe they will somehow canonize that instead of it just being a little thing that George inserted. Maybe Disney and Lucasfilm will actually canonize that type of thing for a Force ghost, the ability to make oneself younger looking in front of a Force, sensitive individual such as Rey. The other possibility is that they shaved off his beard and this will be Luke Skywalker in the form of a flashback well before the events of Return of the Jedi, while also using de-aging technology on his face. It'll be a whole lot easier without the facial hair, and they could do it that way. Now, we do know that de-aging technology apparently will be a part of Episode 9. We're not quite sure if it's going to be really used for Mark Hamill. However, they are using revolutionary technology for actor Mark Hamill's character of Luke Skywalker, which could mean anything, really. It could even mean something as simple as making his Force ghost pop out a whole lot more to people going and seeing this movie in 3D, where they could do something around those lines. Now, what I'm excited for Episode 9 is to see exactly what JJ Abrams is going to do with the character of Luke, either in the form of a flashback, or a vision, or a Force ghost, especially a Force ghost in a way, because if he's just going to be a Force ghost, I don't want him to just be sitting on a log talking to Rey, similar in a sense to what Obi-Wan Kenobi did in Return of the Jedi with Luke, or, on the planet Dagobah, delivering the news that he does indeed have a sister, search his feelings, and that it's Leia. I want something more, and I think that's what JJ is going to do. I think that he's going to give us a Force ghost unlike any other before, that won't be too outlandish, but will also be very shocking to fans. I think he's going to do something different. Now, we do know that Rian Johnson started this whole thing with, Yoda, a Force ghost, being able to manipulate the weather or the atmosphere on a planet by use of the lightning striking the tree there, burning it to flames, right? So I think that they're going to do something similar in a sense to the character of Luke. Now, like I say, this is a day before filming. He shaved his beard. This could either mean that maybe, he's just doing rehearsals and maybe he's not actually filming. I don't know. But nonetheless, this is a day before Episode 9 starts, and Mark Hamill shaved his beard. So that tells us that Luke Skywalker could very well actually be doing away with the facial hair in episode 9, hence giving us a new take on the character, giving us a different view of the character of Luke Skywalker. An older Luke without the beard, I think would be very interesting. I don't know if you guys remember, but way back I went over how, I felt about Luke in The Force Awakens, and I really would have loved to see him without the beard. Even Mark Hamill was lightly complaining about it. He was saying, like, why do Jedis need beards? Like, seriously, he said. Why do I really have to be like Obi-Wan and like all the other characters? Why can't a Jedi just do without the beard? So maybe they're going to do that in a sense with this film. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.